Good evening, everyone. Our game of the week was sure to be a good one between Calumet and Westwood. The Battle of Unbeatens went down at Agassiz Field and did not disappoint. So let's go to the full house for this first time in the regular season matchup. First quarter, second and goal for Calumet. Travis Ojala, 5-4, 3-2-1 touchdown. The two-point conversion, no good. Copper Kings lead 6-0. Still in the first, second and goal for Westwood. Nathan Beckman will keep it himself, and he gets over the top. They also missed the two-point conversion as Travis Ojala would intercept the pass attempt right there. So we're tied at 6. Nothing to show from the second nor the third quarter to the fourth. Calumet up 14-6. Ashton Bergman goes in for the touchdown. So the two-point conversion, no, that wasn't good. The Patriots down 2 points. Last play of the game, Westwood down 2, 3rd and 6 at the Calumet 36. Beckman rolling, throwing a Hail Mary, but Brent Locus and his friends are there to break it up, and the Copper Kings stay undefeated and take over the lead in the Copper Country Division, or the Copper Division, winning this one 14-12. Meanwhile, in the Westpac Iron Division, it was Ishpeming taking on Norway. First quarter, 4th and 10 on the Ishpeming 15. Norway's Trey Dota to Mitchell LaGrave, who was incredibly wide open. The Knights missed on the two-point conversion. Hematites led 16-6. To the second quarter, Ishpeming marches, and Gavin Sundberg does not give the ball to Hunter Smith. Took me a couple of seconds to realize that, and once I figured it out, it's a touchdown from 34 yards. Two-point conversion good, 24-6 Hematites. Norway doesn't blink. To the air they go, and Trey Dota is going to find Mitchell LaGrave again, and this one's good for 46 yards and a score. The Knights kicked the extra point. Ishpeming still led 24-13. Hematites come right back after an inadvertent whistle spoiled the TD run. Gavin Sundberg says, you know, I think Hunter Smith is open. He would be right. 49 yards on the score. 2-point again successful. 32-13 Ishpeming. Knights gave up the ball on downs. Gavin Sundberg goes 10 yards for a score. And by the time all the smoke cleared, Ishpeming has the victory and stays undefeated by the score of 46-19. Ishpeming visits Westwood next week. Meanwhile, to Negaunee, where Hancock and Negaunee meet. And Drew Duchesne is going to punch this one in on the far side of the field for the first touchdown of the game for Negaunee. No good, 6-0 with the extra point. Then Colton Solani will look for Austin Solani. And Austin makes the catch for the touchdown. The extra point was blocked, so this game is tied at 6. We move quarter number 2. Mr. Colton Solani is trying to move the chains along. He's going to get some help with some nice blocks downfield. And that's going to lead to a first down. And eventually it is Solani to Solani. And Hancock is back on the board. And for the extra point, it would be a 2-point conversion, and it works right there. Evan Larson with the catch. So the score is now tied at 14. Miners' Jason Waterman hands off to Peyton Anderson. That's a touchdown. 21-14 at the half. They kick a field goal at the end, does Negaunee, and the Miners win it 30-28. Houghton probably making its first appearance in a while or maybe forever. New scoreboard. Tom Johnson, the late Iron Mountain athletic director, that they dedicated the scoreboard to him tonight. Very nice honor. Pick it up now about 12 yards out. Marcus Johnson is finding Caleb Ivasovich Hines, and that is a touchdown. And the black and gold off to a good start. We move into the second quarter, first and goal from the 1, and Bryce Pietrantonio will kind of cruise into the end zone. Later in the second, Johnson again looking for Ivasovich Hines, and he's going to find that he's going to make a few more yards after the catch. A nice cut right there, and Iron Mountain goes on to win this one by the count of 42-0. On the scoreboard, Lance over Gogebic 34-6. Manistee made it on the field this week. That's good news. A little tougher. West Iron County's pretty good, 41-0. Mason Sheedling had 4 touchdown runs. Josh Hootery 13-15 passing with 2 scores. Munising all over Bark River Harris 58-8. Zach Hansen ran the opening kickoff back for a touchdown for Gladstone. Menominee had 6 fumbles, and the Braves shut out the Maroons 14-0. The Maroons are 0-3. Over in Marquette, the Redmen taking on Sault Ste. Marie. Marquette's first drive. Brendan Caskey is looking for Ethan Martish. A common occurrence, by the way, on the football field. He puts that one in. Extra point good, 7-0 Redmen. Sault Ste. Marie has to punt, and Marquette would get the ball back. Caskey looking for, guess who? Ethan Martish is opening, and you know, somebody's got to take some notes on these things that you can't let Ethan Martish get open. 13-0. Sioux driving down. Orion Rextrew sends it deep, but Tanner Judd is going to break up that possible connection. We move to the second quarter. Tate K is going to halfback option pass, and yes, that's a touchdown. Simultaneous possession was called, and Robert Landis gets credit for it, but Marquette went on to win 42-20 as Martish caught 4 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, to Kingsford, the Flivers keep playing teams that are really, really good, and tonight it was Fond du Lac. You know, Fond du Lac's about the #1 team in Wisconsin. Last week's Fond du Lac Springs as #2. Fortunately, a good start for the Flivers as Trevor Povolo, after a great defensive stand, goes 89 yards. And Fliver Field was going bonkers because it was 6-0. That would be the good news. The bad news is that made Fond du Lac really, really mad. Carson Raditz keeps it himself, and this turns into a track meet, and Mr. Raditz is going to win the 63-yard dash, and the Cardinals are on the board at 7-6. Then Raditz is going to find Sam Schmidt in stride, like off the end of his fingertips. And yeah, guess what? Fond du Lac, they're still pretty good. They went on to win this one 49-6. Flivers, unfortunately, are 0-3, but their schedule's been murderous. To the board, Harbor Springs gets past Newberry 37-28. It was St. Ignace 34 and Charlevoix nothing. And across the border, the Hurley Midgets are back at it, winning big 62-7 over the Suring Eagles. 8-player football. Let's go to Crystal Falls, where the Pickford Panthers were in town. A rematch of last year's semifinal game, if I believe. And oh my goodness, Nick Eddington catches the first touchdown pass of the game. And that is a quick lead for Pickford. 8-0. Then Forest Park comes right back. CJ Post, I believe, with that catch. But then it was Post getting going, I should say, for Pickford, and he's going to score on the long run. And Pickford pulled away in the second half to win this one 38-20. Let's go to Ontonagon, because the Gladiators were hosting Superior Central. Second quarter, about midway through, Noah Carto to Henry Menegos, and Henry, pigskin fell loose, and Jack Rondo recovers for the Cougars. 3rd and 1 now for Superior Central. Bo Rondo takes the snap, and he will give it to Clayton Collier. Trust me, he really does. And he gets taken down on a nice tackle. And now we're jumping ahead to a pass. That's the Clayton Collier, too. Hey, I had the right idea. That's a first down. And Rondo finds Collier again for the touchdown. And Superior Central went on to win 58-26. Kearney and Rapid River, also known as Kearney-Nadeau and Rapid River. Nice hit here by Brett LaFord. Put that receiver out of bounds. Unfortunately, Rapid River was scoring at a rapid rate that Kearney-Nadeau could not keep up with. Tyler Sundling with a score here. Rapid goes on to win 60-14. Just found out that Stevenson defeated Brimley 58-34. Engadine shut out North Dickinson 55-0, and it was Cedarville over Ashley 76-30. In volleyball, Northern Michigan had a really fight to beat Lake Superior State 3-2, 15-12 in the 5th. Tech, not as much trouble as Saginaw Valley, 3-0. And Finlandia lost twice, once to Kalamazoo and once to Albion. In soccer, Bemidji State beat Tech 3-1. High school tennis, Westwood 8, Munising 0. And in volleyball, it was Mackinac Island over Hannahville 3-2, 15-12 in the 5th. And Mackinac Island won the soccer game 8-3.